All right, I'm back, and it's a completely different day. So parts did come in, but unexpectedly, some parts for my E60 came in. So we might actually just make this vlog all about my E60, and then in the next episode, we'll cover the Lamborghini parts. So what we're working on for this vlog is I'm changing my gauge cluster. For the E60, there are quite a number of gauge cluster options, but none of them look the way that I wanted them. So I actually ordered gauge clusters from a E90. So hopefully they install just fine. If not, I guess you guys will see with me. All right, so I'm going to get to getting this gauge cluster apart, and then once we have it apart, we can compare the faces that are on the stock E60 versus the ones I wanted from a E90. Comes from a 328, I believe. Right, take these, put these up here, and do this. This one first. Here. All right, so I'll bring you guys over here so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking at. So these are the gauges that I picked up. So these are my factory gauges. I have a E6535i, and whenever you look for gauges, there are multiple colored ones, but what I wanted was something more similar to how the M3 and M5 gauges look. And there aren't really a whole lot of options out there. I ended up finding this company called Gauge Faces. So that's the envelope that they come in. That's their website, not sponsored. I paid for these on my own. They haven't seen this review. It's the first time that they're seeing it too. But I ended up taking a gamble on these to see how they turned out. These look great. I like the color. I like the fonts and everything. They're not like some other gauge clusters that are almost kind of like a vinyl overlay. These are like a hard plastic, almost kind of like the factory gauges. And these are not for an E60. I believe they're for E9328. And the reason why I went with that is because the E6535 has a fuel mileage gauge and a 7,500 RPM, even though the red line is at 7. The tach goes up to 7.5, and that's exactly the same tachometer that you see on the E90. And then for the speedometer, my speedometer goes up to 160 and 260, and that was the same option too. There was no like real information as to if these swapped over, so I figured I could just order them and try and see. And it looks like they're nearly a perfect match. They're just like a tidge smaller, and I'll line them up so you can see. All right, I'm back. So the GoPro overheated, so hopefully we can get this done all in one shot. Let it cool off for a minute. The next problem with these gauges, or the next challenge with these gauges, is that they actually don't come with adhesive on them. So we're going to try to use some spray adhesive. Got some clear Gorilla spray, and hopefully that works out for us. Here. Right, so let's try this one here. Here. And we will know exactly how this center. So, that's it. All right, so what are my final thoughts about these gauges? They installed pretty well. They're not vinyl, they're like a hard ABS, so like the quality is really, really good. They are nearly the exact same size as the OEM gauges, so they fit perfectly. And then they have a little locator pin that makes it so that you don't have to like clock the gauges to get them on correctly. The only downside to them is that they don't come with adhesive pre-applied, so you have to use some like spray adhesive to get them to go on there. But overall, I think these look great. I think the M badge is a little over the top because it's not a M5, but overall, I think these look really cool. So let's get them back in the car.